everybody, welcome back to Word on the Street. My name is Simone Cornelius. If you're new, how you doing? If you're old, hey girl. So today we're going to be speaking about communication within relationships and why it's so important. Now, this is for guys and girls. Let's not get it twisted. This is just about communication within relationships from a woman's point of view. So this is mainly even for guys because you guys need to understand how women communicate. So let's get started. Number one for me, women like to communicate their feelings because that's the way they can express how they feel, number one, and make sure you understand. And we all speak differently. So sometimes words can mean different things to different people. So you need to understand when a woman is trying to tell you about her feelings, she's really expressing everything to you. Her feelings, her actions, where it's coming from, why she feels this way. She wants to know if you feel the same. She wants to talk about it, like debate, get a deep understanding about the situation at hand. So you need to understand that that's the reason why your woman is talking so much. That's number one. Number two, if you don't communicate with your partner and you keep things in within yourself, I feel like a lot of men do this. Your woman might do something you don't like, and she continuously does it to the point where you start to ignore it, and then to the point where it makes you angry, but you don't do anything with it. And you let that build up. Then one day she does it again. And this is the last time you've had enough. And you do this big explosion. And your missus is like, hold on a minute. Why are you so angry? You're doing a lot. I just said this. You went from 0 to 100. And all those things, you start arguing because you're yelling. She doesn't understand why you're so angry about something she always does. Blah, 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 blah. The thing is, if you tell a woman from the beginning, if you nip it in the bud from the beginning, it's more likely for the woman to change. But if you build it up, and you keep it in and you don't tell your woman, what she does will turn into a habit. Habits are the hardest things to change. It's your go-to. It's the way you communicate. It's the way you if you've got horrible things to say, it's the way you drop things, it's your tone, it's everything. That's harder to change when it's a habit compared to when you've just started doing it. If I know my man doesn't like that, I can be more conscious because I'm in that stage of the relationship where I want to impress him, where I want to do right, where I want to make sure he knows that I'm the woman for him and blah, 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 blah. If you tell me in the beginning, it's so much easier for me to stop the things you don't like. Number three. Now, this one I feel is more for the ladies, okay? There's loads of things that our men want, they desire, they fantasize about. And sometimes men don't feel comfortable to express their deepest, darkest feelings, desires, and fantasies because they don't want to get judged or they don't want to get rejected by the weird things they may like to do. You know, like, for example, something random and silly. Let's say a man likes to suck toes. And he's trying to express to you that he likes to suck toes, but he's scared. He doesn't know how you're going to react to it. Majority of the time, I feel that when men will tell us something, and as a woman you don't like it or you don't agree with it, you want to not go in their face, but you want to express your opinion. And sometimes your man just wanted to express something he likes. Whether it doesn't matter as a woman if you like those things. If your man says I like to suck toes and you'll be like, that's nasty, man. That's disgusting. I don't do this. Have you sucked toes before? And all those different things, all those questions you're asking him, you're actually making him close off. You're actually making any kind of foundation he was trying to build with you to be vulnerable. You're closing him off and he won't really express to you again. And then he'll keep those desires and the things he wants to do with you. Let's not get twisted. He doesn't want to do it with other women. Those desires and fantasies that he has are for you. He's never going to want to express them again and he's going to be closed off. And then imagine, as a woman now, imagine having all these fantasies and desires that you dream of, but you could never do because of the kind of man you have. It's not nice. So you really want to create a nice open space where there's no judgment, where you and your partner can say, look, I like this. How do you feel about that? And you'd be open, you'd be like, it's not really my thing, but I guess we could try it once and see. Because you don't even know. The things that your man desires, you may not even think about. Then all of a sudden, when they say, no, but I like this, and you could be like, let's try that. And then all of a sudden you like it and it's something you've both enjoy together. Be open and listen to your partner. This is the person that one day, because we all go through it, depression, losing a family member, where they're in their darkest place, and you want to have already created the foundation that they can speak to you, that they can come to you and confide in you because they feel safe. When you start judging your partner for the things they may like, you close that portal of communication. Number 4. Now this one, communicate with your partner about things they need to know. Don't be shy. Don't feel like you're going to hurt your partner's feelings. If they need to know something, you out of anybody else should be the one to tell them. Babe, that dress does not look good. Babe, you're putting on weight. Babe, that wig ain't laid properly. Babe, them shoes don't, blah, 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 blah. And vice versa. Communicate that from the beginning. Set that up as the standard of your relationship, because there's going to be times where you may not like what your girl's wearing, but why can't you tell her that? Why? And most men will be like, no, you can't tell a girl that because da 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 da. But if you start that communication from the beginning, and your woman or your man knows that you're coming from a place of love and care, and you just want them to live their best and do their best and look their best, you can be like, babe, I understand. You're right. And then you can actually have that conversation where you're like, does this look good? And he'll be like, try it with the shoe. You start bonding in a different way now. Now you're talking about fashion and things that go well, and then all of a sudden you want to match outfits. Too far. Okay, maybe not match outfits. But you know what I mean? You've started a line of conversation where there's no judgment and there's no battle, or no one's defensive, no one gets upset, because you started that from the beginning. Have those, be free with your partner. This is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. So why not be able to express everything? Do you see what I'm saying? Number 5. Now, this last one is, I feel like, the root, the foundation of any relationship. Okay? We are the kind of people, men and women, where you always want to argue your point. You always want to defend your point. And if someone doesn't understand, you want to keep going, keep repeating the same thing over and over again to get your point understood, right? There is something I was watching on Marriage Boot Camp, yeah? And one of the guys said, you guys need to do LUV, which is listen, understand, and validate. I'm going to say that again. Listen, understand, and validate. So everyone knows what listen means. Everyone knows what understand means. But let's talk about validate. Validation is letting the other person know and understand that you understand what they're saying. It's confirmation, right? So because of validation, this is something we always skip out. So let's say you're having a conversation with your partner and they say something, and then you say, no, because da 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 and da 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 da. You're not showing your partner that you're listening. You're not showing them that you're listening at all. You're just showing that you're hearing to respond, but not hearing to understand. So you want to listen to your partner. Let your partner, he or she, go through the whole thing over and over again. Every now and then she'll say, or he'll say, do you understand? And you say, yeah, I understand. And they keep going through the whole thing about this and that, and then he and then she and then blah, 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 blah. And then once he or she has finished, you say you understand. And then you can say something like this. So what I'm hearing you say is this. And you confirm everything he said, which then shows him that you understand what he said and that you listened. Sometimes your opinion about things, or if you disagree about something, you don't always have to state. What is the point? It's clear you guys don't agree with that thing. Why do you need to state your point? Unless it's a debate and, all your friends around, things like that. But some things, there's no need to discuss it further. But for some reason, we always want to feel like we have to defend how we feel about the situation and vice versa. You don't always have to do that, right? For instance, let's say you're wanting to paint your house and you disagree on this shade and he disagrees on that shade. That is a conversation that needs to be had. But not if I disagree that her bum is fake. No, it is fake. Or something petty like that. Or I disagree that you should have bought that. Fine. If you disagree, that's fine. Let's move on. But for some reason, we always want to defend our opinion. So my thing is, in the next argument or the next discussion you're having with your partner, Just try and see how it happens. Listen, understand, and validate. If you validate that man or woman's point, the conversation will end. And just for banter, the person who you're talking to will be shocked. They'll be like, what? We're done. Because he or she is not used to you just validating his point. He'll be like, oh yeah, so he or she is going to want to argue some more, thinking, yeah, but you've just said, no, I understand. You said this. And I hear you. I don't agree with it, but that's cool. And you can leave it there. Or you can just say, I hear you. And then continue watching TV. We always want to bicker. Sometimes it's just, there's no need. So, thank you so much for listening to this podcast, Word on the Street. It would be great if you can leave some comments in the bottom about different topics you want to talk about, and I can get different people. I can get Jordan, I can get the girls to come down and we can have a big discussion about it. Thank you so much. See you next time. Lay down. I'm about to make love to you, baby. Nobody's around. I'ma put it down. I can be everything that you need, baby. Just say please. When I saw the way you walked in, and I heard the way you're talking, you're the kind of guy, you're the kind of guy, you're the kind of guy who can get it when you ask. Just call my number fast, 'cause I'm the kind of girl who knows what she wants, who knows what she needs.